Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Keelan Cole now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Jaguars, and it's Gardner Minshew, their second-year quarterback, leading the way.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew. But I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the second quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. 1 yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the...
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. No score. Second and 2. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return. And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's got it to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Fitzpatrick again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability. And go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Fitzpatrick, and it's caught by Parker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Second and 3 from the 9.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7, Dolphins 3.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Jason Sanders.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Cole now on the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think two are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl chance, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one in a Super Bowl classic. Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL Championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10
right at the 30.
He'll throw from the gun.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice game. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 16.
Looking to throw it. Minshew looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Caught here by Conley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Jaguars 10, Dolphins 3.
A From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is Jakeem Grant.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
So now Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins
Trailing 10-3. A minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 31-yard line.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Fitzpatrick to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And a Dolphin 1st down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
K'Lavon Chaisson
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Second and 20.
Today's final score.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.